Hello everyone, myself Ravinder Singh and I'm here to talk about the implementing predictive analytics for inventory and demand forecasting at the Woolworths groups. So here I'm gonna talk about this some introductory part of the Woolworths group overview. So it's been founded in the 1924, and Woolworth Group is the one of the largest supermarket chains in the Australia, with the several stores in the different parts of the Australia. So if we talk about the basically it provides the wide range of products including groceries, household goods, and the general merchandise, and it's very well known grocery store in the Australia. So Woolworth has expanded its online services to cater to the growing demand for e-commerce, offering customers a convenient way to shop from home. So it also provides the platform for the customers to provide to buy the things online. So it's the business challenge. If I talk about the business challenge, so as customer shopping habits evolve, it is essential for the Woolworths to adopt smarter data driven solutions to manage stock efficiently both in store and the online. So so here are some problems which are involved in the inventory and the demand forecasting. So if I talk about one of them, it is the inaccurate forecasting. So here Woolworth current methods mainly use historical sales averages which don't account for unexpected changes like weather promotions. So basically the meaning of the inaccurate forecasting means it doesn't take consider the things, the changes like weather promotions or the local events. So it could have it could give a detrimental effect to the growth of the companies. If I take the example for it, so a sudden heat wave might significant increase demand for cold drinks, but the current system may not adjust forecast fast enough. So there are several changes while running a businesses which and there are several external things which affect the business, such as the for example the heat wave. So in a harsh heat wave, so it pushes the customers to spend more upon the beverages, cold drinks. So it is a kind of example for the inaccurate forecasting. So if I talk about the overstocking and waste, so due to the excess stock in the companies, it has also is big detrimental effect upon the growth of a company. So for an example, so there are it mm, there is a lot of perishable goods, the goods which are being spoiled uh, quickly, so such as bananas, strawberries, and such things are such things such as fruits and vegetables which are being spoiled in a short period of time. So the overstocking of such fruits and vegetables can give a negative effect, not only to the on the basis of the environment, but it could also harm the company economically. So moving forward to the stock outs. So it's related to the situations when there is not sufficient stocks for the customers, and it leads to the dissatisfaction and loss of sales of the company. So for an example, if there are some products like milk and bread during the holiday season, it causes the missed revenue. So if there would be not enough stock for the company to fulfill the demand of the customers, so they gonna not be get profited uh, uh, by their customers. So there should be proper stock for the company to get benefited. And the last one is the supply chain inefficiency. So as we know, to accurate forecasting, supply chain operations are not synchronized with the actual demand, so leading to higher logistic and distribution costs. So if there is an emergency and we need to uh, get more the stock in the company, so it takes a lot of cost of the company to meet the demand of the customers. So moving forward to the consequences of current forecasting issues. So there are a lot of consequences of current forecasting issues, such as uh, waste and financial loss. So as we know, overstocking perishable leads to wasted goods, which directly affects the profitability of the company. So as we know about the perishable goods, such as bananas, strawberries, so as I have mentioned earlier, so these are the some perishable goods which get spoiled within short period of time. So it gives a financial loss to the company, in which they can't get any of the income through income from these goods if it's not being sold during this specific period of time. So and it also and the overstocking also increases the incur cost in the warehousing and emergency deliveries. So when we are going to meet the demand of the customers, and we push uh, more supply to meet the demand of the customers, so it takes a lot of cost as compared to the other time period. So it also lost the revenue. So stock outs, if I talk about the stock out during peak shopping times or product shortages, result in missed opportunities. If the stock is not available in the company, so when it's needed, so definitely the company will be missing the opportunities to sell its products. So and it is also the time where the company can get more the profit by selling the goods. But if there is no any stock in the inventory, so it is not possible for the company to sell their products to manage the peak period of time, which could give a economical which could give them the economical losses. So if I for an example, so there are waste and financial loss. So Woolworth may overtake berries in summer only for half of the stock to spoil due to the lower than expected demand. So they it is also a good example that the berries in the summer only for half of the stock to spoil due to the lower than expected demand. So due to the overstock, and the company was failed to provide the accurate demand supply. So it gave it to the economical loss. So and the second example, increased cost. If Woolworths run out the Christmas decoration items, customer may go to the competitors. So really it has given the opportunity to the other competitors to sell their products. So but the company is getting loss continuously due to the increased cost. So it also gives the losses in the revenue. So if there is a last minute deliveries to restock high demand items, so during peak shopping hours cost more than regular deliveries, so it gives some more it gives higher cost than usual. Moving forward, so the overview of predictive analytics. So if I talk about the definition, so predictive analytics is a technology that uses historical data, machine learning models, and the statistical algorithms to forecast future outcomes. What would be the sale in the upcoming week, months, and in a year. So if I generally talk about how it does work, by analyzing patterns in the past sales, so how the sale was gone in the previous particular month, week, or the year, by considering the weather, promotions, and customer behaviors. Predictive analytics help businesses to anticipate demand and adjust their stocks levels accordingly. So for an example, if system sees the sales of BBQ items increase every summer, so it will forecast demand for these products ahead of the time, so which could give them not only the environmental benefit, but also the economical benefit of the company, which is the main aim of every company. So there are some key benefits. Predictive analytics can significantly improve forecasting accuracy, and it and definitely it will help them to reduce its waste. So if there would be the for example, so if they use the predictive analytics, so it could give them a proper demand which would be coming in the upcoming particular time, so they can easily manage the stock while for the particular period of time, so it will not give the extravagant stock, and it would be utilized accurately, so it definitely it will decrease the wastage of the company, and it will which would also help for the customer satisfaction. uh, Moving further, the advanced predictive analytics for Woolworths. So there are some advanced predictive analytics for the Woolworths, by which the Woolworth can be thrived in a proper way. So integrated data sources. So there are point of sale data from the stores about products sold, quantities, and sales timing. So there should be the proper timing of the particular groups in which they're gonna be high, by collecting the data from the all of the branches, so it could give them a perfect timing for the particular good. So online orders, so by online orders is also very helpful for the real-time data from Woolworth e-commerce platform, showing customers preferences and the trends, so it could give them a better insight about selling their products. So along with that, there are some external data such as the weather and the holidays, events, and the local factors, such as impact customer demand. So it's really gives it also affects the supply and the demand of the customers. So and the machine learning model and the machine learning algorithms, so it also helps time series forecasting. For example, ARIMA LSTML predicts future sales based on historical data patterns. So in sample models, for example, random forecast forest gradient boosting combines predictions from multiple models to increase its accuracy. So real time, if I talk about the real time adjustment, this system adjusts forecast based on new data, ensuring dynamic stock and management in response to changing the conditions. So there are some fundamental feature of the predictive analytics system. So first is the data integrations. Integration. So what does it mean? Integrates POS, online orders, and external data such as I have earlier mentioned the weather, promotions, and the events. Provides a unified view of the demand across all the sales channels. So moving next towards the machine learning models. So there are some models, ARIMA, LSTML, and other algorithm which predict the demand for each product category, store, and region. Continuously adjust based on new data, keeping forecast relevant and up to the date. And it also helps to be get updated. And the real time forecast adjustments. So for example, if the weather forecast predicts a heat wave, so as I have given the example of the strawberries, so similarly, if there would be the heat wave in the summer, so it gonna be push the demand towards the beverages and the ice cream, and it, and and if it would be based on the real time forecast, so they can easily adjust the stock at according to the demand of the customers. So the next is the direct benefits of the system. So it really the predictive analytics really beneficial for the direct benefit of the system. How it gonna be effective and useful for the company. So it's also helps the company to reduce waste. So as we know, there are a lot of seasons in the Australia. So if the wool was gonna be analyzed through the external factors such as weather, so there is very less demand for the pure press fruits in the rainy weather. So if they already known about there would be a less demand of that particular fruit such as strawberries and other fresh fruit, so they could be able to manage their stocks, and it could help them to reduce its wastage. So it's really important for the company to save from the spoilage uh, of the stocks. And the next one is the improved product availability. So it's also helps to improve the product availability to meet the demand of the customers by giving the enough by giving the enough stock uh, for the customers. So, for an example, the system predicts a higher demand of flour and sugar during holiday season. So, it ensures the Woolworth has adequate stock for the customer during Christmas shopping. So, it also helps the it, so it also give a good impression towards their customer if the things would be available in the store. So it call in the Christmas period, so it also gives them a good um, it can give a good outcome for the company. So it also helps to increase its revenue. For example, the forecasting higher demand for the BBQ items during summer allows Woolworth to stock more and capitalize on the seasonable surge. So it's really important for the to have a more and more income by accurate forecasting. So if there is a high demand supply in the BBQ items, so it's gonna be very useful for the Woolworth to manage that demand and to earn more and more profit during the period of summers. So lower operating costs. And it is one of the best. It is also one of the best benefits of predictive analytics, such as it gives a lower operating cost. So for an example, with accurate forecast, Woolworth can reduce shortage fees by ordering just the right amount of snacks, avoiding unnecessary warehouse space. So if the demand would be uh, uh, judged and they predicted before the time, so there would be enough time and sources for the company to make enough stock for their customers. So it's really helps them uh, operate in a lower cost. And next, so there are some also indirect benefits of this system. So better decision making, so it's also very important in any company to make a better decision. So the business is mainly, it depends upon the a good decision making. So for example, marketing terms can plan promotions for organic product based on forecast showing increased customer interest in ensuring effective campaigns. So it really helps them to make a better decisions. So sustainability impact, for example, reducing food waste aligns with Woolworths sustainability goals, helping them minimize landfill contributions. So it helps them to sustain in a business for a longer time. So competitive advantage. So for example, why competition may still rely on outdated methods. So if the Woolworth gonna be use the updated or the advanced analytics, it will definitely help them to get more profit, as well as it will they will get a competitive advantage by giving more satisfaction to their customers, and it will enhance the loyalty towards the Woolworths. So customer loyalty. So for example, it also help there is also an indirect benefit of the system. Customer trust Woolworth to have their favorite items in the stock. So really it will be having a higher retention rates. So it also increases the loyalty of the customer towards the Woolworth. And there are organizational changes at Woolworth. So workflow changes and the cross departmental collaboration. So if I talk about the workflow changes, so inventory teams will transition from using historical sales averages to using real time predictive data for decision making. So for example, stock levels of for products like bread, milk will be determined based on forecast data instead of simple past sales numbers. So it's very helpful for the workflow changes. So cross departmental collaboration. So the effective collaboration with the necessary between the IT, merchandising, supply chain, and marketing teams to ensure smooth implementations and use of the predictive system. So it's Rona for the departmental collaboration. So embracing data driving decision making. So data driven culture, employees will need to embrace predictive analytics for the decision making. So for example, the marketing teams will shift from using historical sales data towards using the real time demand predictions to plan promotions. So and also helps for the skill development. So staff will be if the staff gets trained on understanding how using and the proper comprehensive knowledge regarding their respective roles. So it is very useful for the company. uh, and for example, supply chain teams will learn to interpret data and make decisions based on forecast rather than intuition. So it's really helpful for the company to make the analysis on the base of the future will gonna be give a good profit for the company. So it's also a kind of it develops the skill in the employees of the Woolworths. So 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 every coin has two sides. So here are also here are also some challenges in the implementation of the predictive analytics. So what all are the challenges? So I'm gonna here talk about the resistance to change. So resistance to change. So it's very difficult for the new for the employee to be stay in the organizations by implementing all those changes. So here are some solutions which could be used for combat with such situations, such as clear communication of the benefits and incentives for employees who advocate for the system. So for an example, there would be some employees which are not able to understand the things regarding the predictive analytics. So they must be get trained accurately with the proper source of communication by which they can get the proper insight how it is useful for the company. And data quality issues, uh, so such as there are some other challenges such as data quality issue. So it could be address invest in data governments to ensure clean and accurate data, such as regular audits and real-time checks. So it could be checked during months or weeks or yearly basis, quarterly basis. So it could give them it could get them to be saved from the data quality issues. So integration challenges, so there are also some integration changes. So integration changes, so which could be and it could be addressed by work with the experienced integrators to ensure the system works seamlessly with viewers and existing infrastructure, perform phased rollouts or detect and fix the issues early. So to they should be experienced staff which is working on these things, which could give a good which could help them to fix the issues as soon as possible. So here are some step-by-step plan for the system implementations. So mainly here are four phases: setup, setup, model development, pilot program, and the last one is full rollout and training ongoing. So if I talk about the phase one, so there should be a set of data pipelines and cloud infrastructure. So so in the first, there would be build data pipelines and set up the cloud infrastructures for the company. So it should be the first and the beginning phase of the company. Moving further for the second, the model development, which could go through for the 3 months. Use historical data to train machine learning model. So the data uh, could be for the 3 months, in which they can analyze ups and downs in a particular sale of the product. So it could they could use the historical data to train machine learning models. And the third one is the pilot programs, which could be run for the 2 months, test the system in a few stores or categories and collect the feedback. So as we know, the feedback is very important in the every kind of businesses. So it should be taken from the different branches of the company, which could give them good feedback and could give a more comprehensive knowledge regarding their sales. And the last one is the full rollout training ongoing, so in which after the successful testing, expand the system to all the stores, and conduct training for all the relevant teams. So it's really very important for full rollout and training ongoing. So, and finally we have reached to the conclusion. So having concluded, so there are some challenges. So current challenge of Woolworth can face a significant change in managing inventory and forecasting demand. So uh, it could give them proper insights to save themselves from the over and under stock of the inventory. So it's really give them it can give a economical growth for the company. And the benefits of implementation, so implemented predictive analytics will enhance the stock management, reduce waste, increase sales, and improve customer satisfaction. So it is not only based upon the customer satisfaction or reduce waste, but it also helps it also gives the environmental benefit, environmental benefit or the environmental goal to the company, because the sources, mainly the natural sources which are being used effectively and the efficiently. So it's a really important in the terms of the environmental factor. So long term advantages, so if I talk about the long term advantages, the system provides long term benefit including cost savings. So as we know, it has to saves the cost, customers loyalty, and competitive advantage. So in this competition uh, era, so everyone want to get the competitiveness advantage. So in this way they could get a competitiveness advantage. So next step, move forward with the implementation plan to ensure Woolworths success in the Australia uh, real time. So if they are implementing plan to ensure Woolworths success in the Australia retail market, so really it's gonna be very useful for the overall performance of the of, of the company. So it's all about the uh, it's all about the this and which I have explained till now. So thank you for giving your precious time to listen me. Thank you.